What is up, guys? Today I was goofing around in Ashran waiting for some arenas to pop, and I was taking a look at what goes on back behind the main staging area. So what looks like what will be garrisons and things of that sort. A little bit of the vendors and things back here. Now come to see some towns. You see mills, you see vendors, you see profession trainers, all sorts. I did stumble upon back here the challenge mode vendor. That's right, the new challenge mode rewards for players come Warlords of Draenor. We are no longer getting gear such as shoulders and helmets and chest pieces and all that stuff, but we are instead getting gear along the lines of weapons, shields, daggers, offhands, all that good stuff. So this is a look at the Arcane's Shard Spire. This is a staff. Cool little effect, spins around right there. Definitely am enjoying the texture work on these. They remind me of the old Grand Marshal weapons by means of scale. Obviously not necessarily design or art style, but by the massive scale of them. Like when the original Grand Marshal weapons were out in vanilla, back when level 60 was the cap, these weapons were massive, just about bigger and more obnoxious than anything else that was available at the time for players. Looking at a pole arm here, my goodness, look at that thing. The thing is ridiculous, but just looks cool with the blue ethereal effect pulling off the back of the blade there. I do like that there in the center, how it's just a constant flow of energy in the center there. Very, very outlandish Draenor, true to form as you would expect. Looking at another tinted staff here. Very simple, very slick, but still pretty cool looking, I think. And oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. So much for simple. We got a whole bunch of void tentacles coming out the side of that. Reminds me almost of Ashran, how the portals would open during that fight, and you'd go through them, and there's the tentacles that would come out around them and things like that. But that's pretty cool how you see those little void pieces open up on it, and out come those tentacles. Next, we're going to take a look at the two-handed mace, the Flame Grinder. That's pretty cool. Got those two claws up there at the top and the spinning grinder there in the center. Just getting a close-up of that texture. Look, and there's the flame. So true, exactly as advertised. No false advertising there. Pretty brutal looking. It's got the jawbones there on the side. Looks pretty sick. This staff looks like almost a reskinned version of that one staff that I believe alchemists can make. Great staff of the plains, I believe, maybe. Great key staff, something like that. It does have that same great staff of infinite knowledge, so it tends to have that feel to it. But look at that book open up, the pages come along and unfold, the scrolls do all around it, and it folds back in. Pretty cool looking. This is the first one that caught my eye. You might have seen this floating around a little bit, but that great sword of the Inferno, look at that bad boy. You can definitely see a heavy Diablo influence on some of these weapons. It seems like Blizzard is pooling their resources and kind of taking from the influence of one of their other games, but just, that sword is massive. Cool flaming glow on the side of that. The tip of it's a bit strange, but that's okay. Doesn't always have to be slanted to a narrow point and sharp. It can have some fun brutish edges to that. I do like the tassel hanging off the back. Pretty cool. The gun, oh, that's cool. Looks like something on a halo, like something like you'd see the Covenant using. That's a cool effect on that though. Not very often is it found that I will prefer guns over bows, but that is a dang cool gun. I like that blue. It just kind of does its thing. Let's take a look at the bow. See, that's cool though too. Has a pretty not Alex, cleft hoof almost, almost like a staggish look to it, I guess. But it has the vines up on it and there's the butterflies flying around it. Pretty dope. Thing definitely moves. I like these animations on these weapons a lot. These look super cool. Let's take a look at, this is a one-handed mace. Bloodmaw Gargoyle. Oh, dude. Look at that thing. Wait, I want to wait for it to open up. I know it's going to. It has to. Everything else is moving. It's got to open up. That crazy sphere in the center there, though. Come on, open up. I know you want to. Tell me your secrets. No, nothing? Aw, disappoint. Let's look at the claws of creation. Look at that. Repair claws. Definitely feels very Ulduar, Uldum, Titan-esque for there, so I feel like hence the name, the Claws of Creation. So that's kind of cool, sticking with that theme. Pretty dope. Elemental Crescent, it's a one-handed axe. That's cool. Blue design color scheme on the axe blade itself. But look at that pulsing. Oh. Oh. Heavy breathing. Definitely got DC'd there, but it's okay. We are back in action. Nothing's going to stop us. So again, looking at that axe, the Elemental Crescent, blue blade on it. Kind of a wooden, rocky looking texture on the handle. And look at the blade just change color. The blade and the flame just gets crazier and crazier. That's pretty sick. I feel like Blizzard has gone above and beyond kind of for the effects on some of these weapons. And then back to that tame blue greenish fire there, and then it just intensifies. Pretty dope. Acus, I would pronounce that mace. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a stallion or a warhorse there with the blade. Almost looks like it could pass off as a dagger as well, but there you see the effect of the hair there back there, the mane of the horse there flying up and kind of flinging. Like this mace means business. Lots of sharp pointy edges on this thing. Shifting fell blade. Here is a one. Oh, dude, look at that. What? We got like some Transformers Optimus Prime sword stuff going up in here. Like, look at this thing. It like built itself right there. These Legos, this is like a Lego that builds itself. Look at this thing. I want to see it fold back down. Or does it only do it when you pull it out? There it starts. Ching. That's just so sick. I have the biggest grin on my face right now. Like, this is cool. Alright, before I waste any more of our time, let's move on to this dagger, the Sunblade. Oh, that's kind of cool too. Maybe that's why I don't play rogues, because daggers never grab my attention that much compared to other things. And I feel like we've seen a model very similar to this. It's still slick and it's cool looking. It looks very assassinish, looks very rogue. I always hate it when rogues look like their gear is too bulky or the daggers they're supposed to be using are too fat. They don't look stealthy. But that looks definitely pretty slick, pretty sleek, and straight into the point. The Soul Eater, which is another dagger. Definitely a warlock feel to that one. As you can see, the skull on it. Oh, look at that. Oh my. I think that's what it does when it wants to eat your soul. So that's pretty cool. Shield. Get that sword over there just for the effect. So that's pretty cool. Face of the Guardian. You see it folds down, turns into like a face there. Pretty cool. Pretty typical for warrior type shields, or shields that have a face on them typically. It's kind of the running joke all through Wrath of the Lich King. Oh look, another warrior shield with a face on it. Big surprise. Let's look at the second shield. Oh, let's look at that bad boy. That's pretty cool looking. It's got spikes on the bottom there. It's got spikes coming up on the side. Furnace of the Great Machine. This is a great machine indeed. Definitely carrying that Iron War machine feel to it. As the wheel there in the center spins and speeds up, you see the spikes kind of shoot off and escape there from the side. Pretty cool. Definitely loving the texture update on all of these new weapons and armor and such like that. And then finally we have the Tesseract timepiece. Hey, I am guessing and just going out on a limb here and thinking that there might be a Easter egg, the Tesseract from the Avengers, maybe. and that whole Marvel universe that they were spinning for the movies there. Good movies. Good movies. It's kind of cool though. Like, obviously not a shield, but it's a cool like offhand piece. Definitely different and a little more dynamic than just the holding an off-piece wand or a floating little lantern there or a book. So, pretty cool. I like that these are in here. Definitely want that sword for sure. Oh my goodness, this thing is just brutal. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to put a quick video together for that, looking at the challenge mode weapons and shields and such. Kind of cool that they're moving forward with the challenge mode variety of gameplay. And instead of just giving us another armor set, we have some weapons now to mess around with. I, for one, personally am loving the way the majority of the gear has looked for Warlords of Draenor so far, and the challenge mode weapons and shields there are definitely not disappointing. So with that, I'm going to end it and say thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon.